Come and watch the grasshopper teach us something new today.
Looking for a complete lesson? Be sure to check out our paired differentiated activities. Find the links in the description below. In today's lesson, we will learn all about verbs, an important part of sentences. We will learn what a verb is. We will learn about and practice finding 3 different types of verbs. And at the end of this video, we will review the verb types and practice finding them in sentences. Don't forget to check the description below for practice activities. A verb tells what the subject is doing. A verb must be used in a sentence to make the sentence complete. For example, the girl runs. The verb is runs because it is telling what the subject, the girl, is doing. Sentences can have different types of verbs. 3 types of verbs are action, linking, and helping. Let's take a look at each type of verb. The first type of verb is action verbs. An action verb describes something that you can do, often with your body. It can be acted out. Some examples of action verbs, or words that can be acted out, are eat, talk, sleep, jump, play, cook, type, and climb. Here's an example of an action verb in a sentence. Sam waits for the school bus. The word waits is a verb because it's what the subject, Sam, is doing. He is waiting. We can show the word wait using our bodies, so this is an action verb. Take a look at Ms. Tate and her cat Puddles taking a walk. Let's see an example of how you find the action verb in a sentence about them. Ms. Tate walked to the store. First, let's find the subject. Who is this sentence about? It's about Ms. Tate. Now, to find the verb, we think about what Ms. Tate did. She walked. So walked is the verb. It's an action verb because we can act out the word walked. Now you give it a try and find the action verb in this sentence. Penny the penguin looked at the toys in the window. Pause the video to practice. Did you think to yourself, what is the subject doing in this sentence? If so, did you find the action verb is looked? Nice work finding the action verb. The next type of verb is linking verbs. A linking verb links the who of the sentence to the describing part of the sentence. This is when the linking verb comes in handy, when we want to describe a subject. The linking verb comes before the describing words. It's helpful to remember that linking verbs cannot be acted out. Some examples of linking verbs are am, was, have, become, and seem. Linking verbs can also include the describing word not, like am not and cannot. Here's an example of a linking verb in a sentence. Sophia has brown hair. The linking verb is has. It links the subject Sophia to the rest of the sentence that describes her hair. Another sentence that uses a linking verb is I am happy. The linking verb is am because it links the subject, I, to the rest of the sentence that describes my feelings. We see the birds and the bees are flying around the park. Here is a sentence about the park. The birds are yellow and red. Let's find the linking verb of the sentence. We know that the subject is birds. We also know that this sentence is describing the colors of the birds. The word are links the subject to the describing part of the sentence. So are must be the linking verb. Now you give it a try and find the linking verb of this sentence. The flower is pretty. Pause the video to practice. Did you think to yourself, what word is linking the subject to the rest of the sentence? If so, did you find is to be the linking verb? In this sentence, the word is links the subject flower to the describing word pretty. Awesome job finding the linking verb of this sentence. A final type of verb is helping verbs. A helping verb is used in a sentence that describes the action verb. It comes before the action verb to give it more information about the doing part of the sentence. Some helping verbs are should, would, could, may, and might. Helping verbs can also include the describing word not, like should not or may not. Let's take a look at this sentence. The boy may eat his peas. The word may is giving more information about the action word eat. It tells us that the boy isn't sure if he will eat the peas. The word may is the helping verb. There are some verbs that can be either helping or linking, depending on what their job is in the sentence. Here are some of those words: is, are, have, and were. This can be really confusing. How do we decide if the verb is a linking or a helping verb? We have to decide the job or purpose of the other words in the sentence. If the verb comes before an action verb, then it's helping. If it comes before words that are describing the subject, then it's linking. Let's take a look at an example using the verb is. A cell phone is helpful. The verb is comes before a word that is describing the phone. So in this case, is becomes a linking verb. Here's another sentence. The cell phone is falling in the tub. The word is comes before the action word falling. So is becomes a helping verb. We took a trip to New York City. Here is a sentence about the trip. The people were driving fast. Let's find the helping verb. We look for what the subject is doing, driving. The word were comes before the action verb driving to describe when it happened. So were is the helping verb. Your turn to find the helping verb in this sentence. Bella Blue might open a second pizza shop. Be sure to pause the video to practice. Did you think to yourself, what is the subject doing? Did you notice a word before the action word open? If so, you found the helping verb, might. Nice work finding the helping verb. Let's review 3 types of verbs: action, linking, and helping. Here is a class during Writer's Workshop. And here are some sentences about the picture. Mr. Ken teaches the class. The students are listening to Mr. Ken. The class has questions. Can you find the verb in each of these sentences? Remember to pause the video to practice. For the first sentence, Mr. Ken teaches the class, did you find that the verb is teaches? Because it's an action that Mr. Ken is doing? Therefore, it's an action verb. For the next sentence, the students are listening to Mr. Ken. Did you figure out that are is the helping verb because it comes before the action word? Finally, for the sentence, the class has questions, did you remember that has is the linking verb because it links the subject, the class, to the rest of the sentence that describes the class? Way to go! You did it! You are now a verb expert! Thanks for watching our verb teaching video. Don't forget to follow Grasshopper and shop our sentence resources. Check the description for more.